Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about My Hero Academia's new chapter, which is on chapter 387. Now, this chapter right here looks like to me, I don't know why this is happening now. I mean, like, I understand, or I did some research how it works here and there, but it's still kind of annoying, but all by means, let's just get this started. We had to Genton talks to Mr. Compressed about his family, you know, how they were in different family branches and how they were raised, but, you know, they all start to decline eventually when meta ability start to show itself, you know, and because of that, they hate the idea of diluting their bloodline whatsoever, etc., you know, and they always kept marriages in between family members from different branches, which is kind of disturbing a bit if you think about it, but whatever. But we have to it that, like, Genton also talks about how the Humora family has dwindled as time passed on. The final nail in the coffin came from, like, when the main family begins to sell itself off, you know, and after that war got out, branch families actually scattered, and I became one of them, you know. And as, like, whatchamacallit, Genton explains, you know, after every generation, quirks or meta abilities grow in strength and strange complexity, you know. They intensify when different factors mix together, and it wouldn't be surprising if someone had latent abilities that they weren't aware of, you know. When people set their hearts aside and pursue that power, I wonder what kind of future they bring. And therefore, ask Compressed, what about your story, you know? Anything we could talk about after the war is over here and there. And we see to it that Endeavor is struggling against Dabi while Dabi's going maximum output and was reminded that Dabi's going to blow up, you know? And we have to it that Dabi or Toya therefore screams, "Dad, please look at me, just look at me, look at me," and he ends up blasting a powerful vanishing fist at, like, freaking, like, at his father, but apparently he ends up losing his arm in return, and his body's already starting to burn up badly, you know. He therefore ends up grabbing him. "Look at me, Dad, look at me, look at me. Hey, Natsu-kun, can you play with me?" And Endeavor is actually really starting to lose consciousness, and it's actually starting to burn, and was wondering how Toya is alive. He therefore looks at Toya's phosphor ability that's centered around his chest and realizes something, you know. He was reminded about how when someone has a near-death experience, it may cause their quirk to awaken. On the other hand, some people manifested what could be called hysterical strength, but it's not the same as awakening. The power only blooms while someone's on the verge of death, and apparently somehow, some way, I guess when Dabi doesn't care about his life or something, he possibly unknowingly awakened Ray's quirk. Like, he awakened the ice quirk within him. Although it was kind of, like, annoying, and it's kind of hard to deal with because, like, we don't really know, I guess. I guess it just works that way, yada, yada, yada. Who the heck freaking knows? But all I know is that freaking, like, whatchamacallit, Toya or Dabi awakened the ice quirk within himself, you know? But I'm afraid it might be a little too late here and there. And Endeavor, knowing that he has no choice but to take his son with him and decides to die with him, you know? But it's saying that he will not drag anyone else, so he holds on to him while Toya tries to grab him, you know? So, pretty much, you know, Dabi or Toya actually has his right arm melted or blown to bits since after that last attack. So like I said, Endeavor was going to bring Dabi and freaking, like, Toya to the sky and blow up with him eventually and not involve anyone else, you know. However, before he can do that, Ray ends up showing up and decides to try to find a way to help, and freaking, like, Endeavor's like, "What are you doing here?" And then so forth. And you know, the chapter ends up saying Humora blood runs very thick. Well, I don't know, you know, and the chapter ends off there. So it looks like to me that, like, I don't know how Ray managed to get there, but we'll have to find out eventually. But that's gonna take a while. Honestly, I thought there may not be any chapter this week because it's supposed to be on break or something, or that's what I heard. But whatever, you know, I'll just take it for what it is, and I hate those spoilers or something. I didn't know what was going on, but dang, dude. Oh, my lord. Anyways, yeah. Somehow Toya awakened another quirk within him, which apparently is called awakening when you're in a life or death situation. You know, this awakening thing that's happening in Hero Academia with the quirks, you know, it reminds me that it's like an inspiration to freaking like One Piece, you know? While awakening in One Piece only happens when one's mind and body catches up to their power of the devil fruit, while the quirks in My Hero Academia, unless you're in a life or death situation, only then will your power evolve, which apparently we don't really know if that could happen to Bakugo, and this happened with Toga Himiko, and now it happened to Genten, and then now it's happening to Toya or Dabi right now. So I don't know if Endeavor, Toya, or Dabi, along with Ray, is going to die, but I guess we'll have to find out. But one thing's for certain is that Dabi or Toya is going to have a heavy price to pay, you know, whatever the case may be. I don't know. So, yeah, Toya or Dabi unknowingly awakened his quirk, his ice quirk. I don't know how that's supposed to work, but I guess that's just on the family bloodline how it works, you know? So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. So I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot!